my big sweater, but it's weather outside. And if I stick to my plan, what I want to film, this is the English version of the book haul. Don't worry, I talk in this video about the same books that I talk in the German video, but I don't know, I had a feeling to do both. I don't know if I stick to this plan to actually film every video in English and then in German. Don't worry, the vlogs will be in English. I mean, I actually did only 2 vlogs so far, but I don't will film 2 vlogs, for one in English and one in German. You know what I mean, okay? But in today's video I want to talk about the books that I recently bought. These are books that I bought them in the last 1.5 months. So first of all, what I want to say in the beginning is I work full-time. I work 40 hours a week. I have a full-time job. I don't buy the books, and when I have actually money to buy them, you don't need to buy that many books. You can go to a library or buy this on ebooks. Ebooks are most of the time not that expensive. Here in Germany, it's not that far away from each other. I think most of the books that I bought are actually almost the same price as an ebook, or it's only €1 cheaper. So it makes no sense for me to buy this as an ebook. You know what I mean? But my library is actually not that good. So if I want to read the books about the library, I actually don't get to the book because they don't have it, and I will never read them, or they have the same old as books like 10 years ago. So the first 2 books you may have seen in my vlog, in my first vlog that I ever uploaded, and this is Blood and Honey and Gods and Monsters. In this month, in August, I can have finally time and settle down and read stuff and stuff. And I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed most of the time the love story of the book, not actually the magic system behind it. So I immediately buy the last 2 books, and I'm excited because I heard so many bad things about Blood and Honey. It's most of the people say it's not good, and because I actually don't really enjoy the first book, I really hope that I can enjoy this one. But this book, not that one, this one, Gods and Monsters, I think that's the most beautiful cover I have seen this year. And maybe I talk about this about every book, but this shiny silver and gold and this snake on the front, I don't know. I love shiny things at the moment, and this one is good. Yeah. So Seven Dove series is about a witch. She's called Lou, and I don't know what she wants to try. I don't get it. But she wants to hide from a person or more persons about the witch world, and she meets this witch hunter, Reed, and yeah. This is all I need to know about a book to read it. Like I said in my TBR video, I love witch books, and there are not many witch books out there, so I want to read them. Blood and Honey is actually my September TBR. Maybe I can read Gods and Monsters in October. Who will know? The next book is Kingdom of Copper. This is the second book from the diffrent trilogy. The first book I read, this was a body read from Mel Reed's Patreon, and this was a secondary book club pick. And we will continue to read the next 2 books of the series as a secondary body read. So this is done in September, so this is on my September TBR as well. This is Kingdom of Cobber. I will talk about how I like the book, the first book, in my wrap-up that I will film on in the next couple of days and will upload it. But I like it so much that I buy the second one while reading the first one. So I will continue to read the series. I didn't really get what it's about. The first book is about Nari, and she has this special power, and then she meets a guy, and like they always do, they always meet a guy, and he has also a special power, and he brings her from Cairo to a different city, a different kind of world, and there she tries to figure out what she is and some things like that. And this is the second one. The next book that I have is A Touch of Darkness. I forgot to talk about this in my TBR reading because I want to also read this in September, and I know this is a book about a love story from Persephone and Hades, and I know there's a lot of smut in it, and this is all I need to know about a book, to buy it and read it. And I'm really excited to read it, and because I love the Greek mythology. Back in my reading days, I read everything about it, and I mean not actually books. I read articles and buy me historical books about it, not really fiction books, like non-fiction historical books about Greek mythology and some things like that. I borrowed me every book in the library, and yeah, I'm excited to be a next step further and read about smut. Then the next one is also a book on my TBR. This is Which is Steeped in Gold. I spelled it wrong in my TBR video. I'm so sorry. I mean, on the back it says not very much. It says enemies bent on revenge, an unlikely alliance, one witch left standing. And I love books about witches, and I really love to read about it. And I'm so excited that we read this as... oh god, I don't know. I have so many books on my TBR in next September that I don't know which book is which body read anymore. I have no idea. I think this was Mel Reed's first book in there, and then the next book that about book I found this in store and the last week, and I bought it. And this is, in Germany it's called Heartless. I know there's a book series or book from Marissa Meyer that's also called Heartless, but this is not from her. This is from Sarah Wolf, and I think in English it's called Bring Me Their Souls, or Bring Me Their Hearts, I think. And this is the third and last book in the series. This is called Send Me the Source, and in Germany it's called Heartless, and I think it's one of not that many book covers that I actually like with a person on it. I don't know. We will see. And this is, like the title says, it's Bring Me the Hearts, or Bring Me the Souls, Send Me the Souls, whatever. It's about a girl called Sarah, and she is under the ban of a witch. The witch has a heart, and she wants to get her heart back, and for that, when she wants to get her heart back, she needs to kill the prince of the crown prince of the country they live in, and send this to her, that the witch has the power over the prince. And I enjoyed the story. I really excited to read the next one. Maybe I did do this in October. 3 books that are left that have actually a copy of it. I know 3 books are on the way to me, or 2 books. 2 books are on the way to me. And then I talk about the Kindle books that I have. So the next one I will not talk about this a lot because this is a German book. In my German video, I will want to talk about this more. But this is something you can buy in which country you ever live, because this is only available in Germany. There's a bookmark in it because I want to read this as next. And this is the 3rd book of a book series that is written by 2 authors, but they don't write this at the same time, they write this separately. And the first, Bianca and Virginie, will write this one. In this story it's about Roxy and Sean, and they are soul hunters and they try to hunt souls. This is all the explanation I give to you, and Laura Kneidl writes something different about 2 different characters that are blonde hunters and hunt vampires. Then the next... Okay, let's talk about the books. Let's talk about the books that are on the way to me. And the first book that is on the way to me is Best Trouble on PC Cast and Kristen Cast. And I don't know anything about it. This is the book club pick from Olivia Reads a Letter Patreon, and I'm really excited to read that one. Then what is always also on the way to me is The Vanishing Half. This is a book that I see on BookTube since the beginning of this year, and I noticed about 2 sisters who grew up in different society standards, and I'm really excited to read it. I finally bought it and it's on the way to me. The last 2 books that I have actually a copy of it before I talk about the Kindle books are, first of all, Get a Life Chloe Brown. If you see my wrap-ups, I already read this one, but Laura von the Citadel sent this to me and I'm so excited. This is I think one of my favorite books that I read so far this year. I don't know, this is from an author called Talia Hibbert, and she writes, I think, only smart books, and this book is also smart, but in a good way, but a message that is also in this book, this speaks to my soul. I'm so excited to reread this again. I think this is one of the books that I could actually reread after finishing this again. Like, okay, I'm done with the book, let's start reading it again. And it's mainly about Chloe, who is chronically ill, and she has no social life anymore because she's so ill. But she don't want to be anymore this ill girl who's always at home. She wants to get her life back. She wants to travel or experience some things. And then there's there's Redford, who's a neighbor, and they at the beginning they don't really vibe with each other, but then he helps her to get her life back, and I love the story. I love the story so much from her that I'm so scared to read the next 2 books, but I want to read them, so yeah. And the next book I bought is from Victoria Ariad, Wheelbreaker. I heard mixed reviews, the most are bad things, but the last thing that I heard is that it's really heavy in world building, and I'm excited for world building. I currently read the Red Queen series from her. I'm only at the 2nd book, but I like that it's not really fast paced, and the Red Queen series, I mean, I like how she writes the story on purpose, the world. This is also something for the wrap up, but if Wheelbreaker is written similar like the Red Queen series, I think I will maybe enjoy the series. The first book of a new series is always the hardest one, I think. This is also mainly the book of the series that I get a bad rate on it, because I don't, most of the times, don't really like the first book of a series. Don't ask me why. This is something I figured out the last couple of months, that always the rating of the first book of a series is always low. I mean 3 stars, then it goes higher as more books that I read. I actually enjoy the series, so I don't need to finish a series that I don't enjoy. So when I'm finishing a series and I have a lot of series to finish, maybe I film a video and talk about that, how many series I need to finish. This was a plan for last month, but this was so chaotic and I need to refilm this. But if you want this, I'll film this. And then I have 4 books on my Kindle that I bought, and this is first of all Queen of Nothing. This was on my September TBR. I accidentally read this. Now I'm done with it. Queen of Nothing is from Holly Black, and it's from the Fog of the Air series. And this is about Jude, and she and the twins sister Taryn was kidnapped in a young age to the Fey world, and now they're living there and try to figure out how to fit into this world, because the Fae in that world don't really like humans, and when they have a human in their household, they always have a special ban on them, or a special spell, and that they do everything they want to do with them. You know what I mean? So yeah, I enjoy the series so much that I finish it actually, but for me, if I were in the world, I will go back in the human world, and then this world will be done for me, because I don't understand. Till now that I'm finishing Queen of Nothing, I don't really get why they both, Jude and Taryn, had such a need to stay in this world. Like, there was nothing for them. Okay, but this is something for a different kind of video. And then I got The Witch Heart from Genevieve Gornichek, and this is the La Fantasma read for September. I actually started this one because I was so excited for it, and I don't know what to really expect from it from now on. And it's about a witch that falls in love with the legendary trickster Loki, and she rids the wrath of the gods in this movie. Okay, it's Loki in there, so I get why we picked this. But I'm excited to read more in it, but it only has 3 chapters. And it's 300 pages long, so these are really long as chapters, okay? So then the next book that I get is The Deal from Al Kennedy. I watched a TikTok where they talk about a special trope that I actually enjoyed. I don't want to spill the tea on which tropes I like, so I will not confirm it here. And they say that I need to read the full Off Campus series to enjoy the whole trope. So about The Deal, the first book of the Off Campus series from Al Kennedy. Only to read about a special trope that I like. Okay, so I don't know what's happening there. I bought this last night because I want to read about this trope, and so we'll not talk about this, how I spent my money. And the last book that I bought, we're finally on the last book, is Way of Kings from Brandon Sanderson. I bought this immediately after Mel Weeds finished this book and said it was good, so I bought it because why why should I not start a new series? Besides that, I have so many series that I need to read. And I'm excited for it. I don't know what's happening in there. I hope the title speaks for itself, Way of Kings, so I think it's about kings. I'm excited to read it. I mean, it has thousands pages, 1,200 pages, and I like big books, so you see I buy a lot of books, and I don't know what's happened there that I bought so much, but the most of the books you will see is body reads that I need to read. I don't know, or series that I need to finish, and I'm so excited if I actually read Gods and Monsters and Blood and Honey. I'm done with another series, and this was it. I think you enjoyed this video, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, I'm so happy to have you here, so you don't miss a video. The next video I will upload is my wrap up. I filmed a vlog this week, so content, I'll build content, okay? And in the description down below, every book that I talk about here is listed down there, and I don't get money from it when you click in the link, so I mean I have only 50 followers, so there's no sponsor or something like that, so you can watch the books by yourself. And in the description down below is also my social media link if you want to follow me there. And that's what it. I will see you on the next video on Saturday. I changed the uploading day from Sunday to Saturday, and this was it. Bye.